The rain came down in cold, miserable sheets across the neon-washed streets of Arxon Station, a sprawling intergalactic port city where smugglers, merchants, refugees, and drifters gathered under one fractured sky. In the shadow of glowing billboards and humming transport hubs, a girl stood barefoot, drenched and trembling. She was small, with translucent skin that shimmered faintly like a pearl. Her eyes, wide and iridescent, were sunken with hunger, her thin fingers wrapped tightly around her own arms for warmth. Her species wasn't easily identifiable to the human eye. Some guessed Zalari, others thought Drunin, but the truth was that even she didn't remember what planet she was from. All she knew was hunger. "Food, please," she whispered to a passing couple in a strange, accent-laden voice. The woman recoiled, pulling her partner away. "Disgusting," she muttered. "Shouldn't even be on this quadrant." The girl's stomach groaned again, a deep, twisting ache that had lasted for days. Her name was Yexa. She hadn't eaten anything but scraps in 3 rotations. Her body, malnourished and on the verge of collapse, would not last another day. Yexa had tried everything, begging, offering manual labor, even cleaning plasma exhaust ports. Nothing paid. So, in desperation, she began whispering a different offer to those who passed. "I'll give you my body, for food," she said to a tall Dravonian. He scoffed and shoved her away. She tried again with a group of humans, her voice trembling. I'll do anything. Just feed me." One of them, a young man in a security uniform, laughed, turned to his friends, and said, "Nobody wants some half-dead alien stick with ribs for legs." Laughter followed her as she sank to her knees behind an empty cargo crate. The world blurred. Her vision swam. The cold bit into her bones, and she curled up, praying for unconsciousness to swallow the pain. But then, footsteps, heavy boots, calm and steady, approached from the side alley. A man crouched beside her, blocking the rain with his long coat. He didn't say anything at first. Just looked. He was human, tall with dark hair and a weather-worn face. His eyes weren't judging her, they were studying her like a puzzle that had been broken too many times. "Can you stand?" he asked softly. Yexa flinched. Her mouth opened, but no sound came out. "I'm not here to hurt you," he added. "Name's Dren. You look like you haven't eaten in days." She nodded slowly. He held out a wrapped bar of protein ration and a bottle of clean water. Her shaking hand snatched it, and she devoured it like an animal, crumbs sticking to her cheeks, water dripping down her chin. When she was done, she looked up at him with wide, teary eyes. "Why?" Dren stood, offering her his hand. "Because no one else did." Dren brought Yexa to the far side of the station, to a dusty apartment above a mechanic's garage. The place was small but warm. A power cell buzzed softly, and a heating unit glowed in the corner. Yexa sat on the floor, wrapped in an old military blanket. "You're not from around here, are you?" Dren asked, cleaning up the table. "I don't know where I'm from," she admitted. "I woke up on a refugee freighter 2 years ago. No family. Just this body. And hunger." He sat across from her, nodding slowly. "Why did you offer yourself like that?" he asked, though his tone wasn't cruel. She looked away. "Because no one saw me unless I made them uncomfortable. And I was dying." Silence settled in the room, heavy and still. "I didn't take you in for that," Dren said finally. "You're safe here." Yexa's lips trembled. "You're the first person who didn't look at me like I was garbage." He smiled gently. "Then they've been looking the wrong way." Over the next several days, Yexa slowly recovered. Her cheeks filled out. Her body gained a little strength. Dren taught her how to cook simple meals, showed her how to use cleaning bots, and even let her help with mechanical repairs downstairs. She was clever, fast with her fingers, and surprisingly intuitive about machines. "You've got a knack," Dren said one afternoon as she disassembled a plasma carburetor. Yexa beamed, the grease on her cheeks unable to hide her pride. "Feels good to be useful." But the city outside hadn't changed. Arxon Station was still cruel to the unwanted. When Dren took her to the marketplace, the stares returned. People murmured, judged, whispered cruel things. One woman spat near Yexa's feet. "He's keeping an alien pet," she sneered. Dren didn't react, not with violence. Instead, he put an arm around Yexa and kept walking. She looked up at him, her voice barely a whisper. "Why are you still kind?" He didn't answer until they reached home. "Because when I came back from the war, no one cared that I was starving either. I remember what it felt like to be invisible." One night, Yexa had a nightmare of cold steel walls, hunger, and cruel faces. She woke in a panic, gasping for air. Dren was already there, gently holding her hand. "You're safe," he said. She clung to him, crying softly. "I was nothing before. I'm still nothing." "No," he said firmly. "You're someone now." She looked at him, her large, luminous eyes searching his face. "You gave me food, shelter, hope. I have nothing to give back. You don't owe me anything." But she shook her head. "No. I want to give you something." Dren pulled back slightly. "You don't need to give me your body, Yexa." She blinked, surprised. "That's not what I meant. I want to learn, to work, to live. I want to earn the life you helped me find." He smiled, the kind of smile that comes from someone who's known pain, but chooses compassion anyway. "Then let's start tomorrow." In the weeks that followed, Yexa became more than just a survivor. She became Dren's partner, repairing engines, managing clients, and even defending other beggars when she could. She refused to let others fade the way she had. And one day, when a thin boy with bruised arms tried to trade his dignity for scraps of food, it was Yexa who stepped in. "No," she said firmly, kneeling beside him. "You're not garbage. Come with me. You're going to eat tonight." Dren watched from a distance, a faint smile playing at the edge of his lips. The girl he had found on the brink of death, offering herself in desperation, had become a beacon. Not because someone wanted her body, but because someone had seen her soul.